I'm curious to know, how do you deal with stress, fear, and frustration? Let's talk about it today on In the Mix from the topic, anxiety to action. How to overcome what makes you feel overwhelmed. Oh, I'm mic'd up. Join me and let's mix it up. What's good people? I hope you're having a great day in a great way. It's getting ready to be greater as we spotlight and highlight a particular topic today. But I need you to hit the thumbs up button first. Hit the thumbs up button on this video. Hit the subscribe button as well. You know how we do it, family. Let's light it all the way up. We're going to have a courageous conversation of illumination. But to do that, we got to pay the light bill. Drop some light bulb emojis in the chat. Yeah, let's light it all the way up. We're too lit to quit. Let's go from 0 to 100 real quick. 100 watts. We're going to keep it all the way 100. Why? Because we are the light of the world. And today, we're going to spotlight and highlight a particular topic that I think that we really should be focusing in on, and that is how to navigate the rough terrain from anxiety to action, how to overcome what makes you feel overwhelmed. Before I start, I want you to take a deep breath. Yeah, that's what I want you to do. I want you to take a deep breath. Come on. Inhale. Exhale. Yeah, come on. Inhale, exhale. I want you to breathe and believe. I know it's hard to do that, though, because these days anxiety seems to be at an all-time high. We're dealing with a myriad of situations, from fear to frustration to, here it is, inflation. Yeah, as a consequence, many times our mind becomes inundated and inflated by thoughts of what will go wrong rather than what will go right. And generally what we think will go wrong never happens in the first place. Statistics suggest that 75% of our thoughts each day are, here it is, negative. 75% of our thoughts every day are negative. Here it is as well, to take it to another degree, 85% of the things that we worry about never come to fruition anyway. So here's what happens. Our collective thoughts of anxiety leaves and levels us at a particular place, which is totally impactful and so profound. Our anxiety is at an all-time high. It's at an all-time high level. It's a study by Yale, which suggested that 70% of Americans reported being anxious or depressed about global warming. Penn State survey found that 84% of us say we are extremely worried. Worried about what? Very worried about the direction of this country. And yeah, we know that we surely are in an election cycle. Researchers indicate that there is a term and an age of what they call a polycrisis. It's a situation where you're facing multiple crises at one particular time. It's when the whole is more dangerous than the sum of its parts. Essentially, many of us, we got a whole lot of stressors going on. We got a whole lot of things concurrently coming at us all at the same time. Folks are trying to pull you here. People are trying to pull you there. Situations are trying to pull you over here. Other things are demanding of your time. It's a poly crisis. Come on, family. Type peace. Type peace. Yeah, P-E-A-C-E. I need peace so that I'm not broken into pieces. And I believe, hear me now, I believe that God can give you peace from broken pieces. Yeah, he can give you peace from broken pieces. There's another thing called a pre-traumatic stress disorder. Generally, we've heard of post-traumatic stress disorder, but there's something called pre-traumatic stress disorder. And pre-traumatic stress disorder is the fear of an outcome that makes it as good as real to our mind, even though the situation has never happened. Before, right? We've already forecasted our future that's become so negative that we've hatched it in our mind to where even though it may not have necessarily materialized physically, it surely has in our mind mentally. And here's the thing. Who's thinking in here other than you? Nobody's thinking in here but you. And a lot of times we allow people's opinions to become our prison. We allow people's opinions to infiltrate our mind. We allow the state of the climate of the country and the ecology and the financial calamity and the system to put us in a state that warps our mindset. Here's the question I want to ask you. How do you overcome what makes you feel overwhelmed? How do you get victory over what you feel as if you're always going to be under? Listen, I heard somebody say the other day, they said, if you think you're too small to make a difference, try sleeping with a mosquito. Come on, let me say it again. A lot of times we are not making a difference because we feel like we're too small. But if you feel like you're too small to make a difference, go to sleep with a mosquito. Yeah, that mosquito gonna show enough have you itching, huh? That mosquito gonna show enough give you a little bit of a blister on your arm, on your leg, wherever it may be. You can't allow those negative, small thoughts to fester in your mind to now it becomes a big circumstance and a big situation to where you're conflated, you're confounded, you're conflicted. You got to get victory over what tries to keep you under. You got to overcome what makes you feel overwhelmed. How are you going to handle the stress in your life? How are you going to handle the fear? How are you going to handle the turbulence and the trepidation and the tribulation and the frustration of what it is that you've experienced? How are you going to get a grip on your mental sagacity and capacity? You got to do it. Come on, family. Just type peace of mind, peace of mind, peace of mind. I got to have it. Peace of mind. I need it. Peace of mind. I got to want it. Here it is. We talk about anxiety to action. Scripture says this, be anxious for nothing, but by everything in prayer, through prayer and supplication, let your requests be made known unto God. I have to not be anxious for anything. Not anxious to go to another level. Not anxious to get married. Not anxious to do this. Not anxious to do that. Not anxious to try to make people feel as if I'm something more than who it is that God called me to be. I don't need to be anxious about anything, but through prayer and supplication with thanksgiving. A lot of times we're not giving thanks. Yeah, we're giving worry. But if you're going to worry, don't even pray. And if you're going to pray, you might as well not even worry. I got to move into a particular place where I'm moving from anxiety to action. Whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are praiseworthy, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are just. If there be any virtue, if there be any praise, here's what I got to do. I got to think on these things. Things that are powerful, things that are transformative, right? I can't be conformed to this world. I got to be transformed by the renewing of my mind. When I'm transformed by the renewing of my mind, I stop giving people a piece of my mind to only be just left with a piece of my mind, but no peace of mind. Why? Because he'll keep you in perfect peace. You keep your mind stayed on him. Come on. I got to focus on my mind. My mind matters. My mind matters. We're talking about anxiety to action. Matters of your mind, because your mind matters. Come on, family, type that. Type my mind matters. Notice I didn't say your money matters. I didn't say your heels. I didn't say your bills. I didn't say thrills. I didn't say your shoes. I didn't say your clothes. I didn't say your shirts. I didn't say your skirts. I didn't say your car. I said you. Your mind matters. Come on, family, just type that. My mind matters. My mind matters. My mind matters. I want you to understand that. I want you to get that. On our channel for change, our channel that creates change, our channel that breaks change. Come on, family, hit the thumbs up button on this video. Hit the like button as well. Shout out to all of our members who are in our chat. They have secured a badge. This is why their comment is so colorful in our chat. I would that you would go ahead and secure a badge as well. Don't just become a subscriber, become a partner with us. Yeah, I want you to become a subscriber, but also want you to become a partner with us. And my gift to you is to give you some access behind the scenes into our membership area. Membership has its privileges, really take you into some courageous conversations behind the scenes of what I don't talk about here. I give you a glimpse, look into my life, daily operations, things that I handle, so on and so forth, to really connect with you in a more transparent and transformative way. Links in the description, links in the description of this video, links in the description of this chat, links in the chat, links in the description of this video, rather. You can go ahead and secure a badge, VIP, royalty, OQP. Any of those three areas will give you access to our members only area. And of course, if you're not a member of our Eagles community, come on, family, what are you doing? What are you doing? I need you to make sure that you're a part of our Thrive Tribe, where I coach, I teach, I train, I mentor. Yeah, I take what I've learned in decades and give it to you in days, moments and months, give it to you in minutes. Go to theeaglesacademy.com, theeaglesacademy.com. When you get there, tap the join now button, fill out the form, and I guarantee you will be transformed. Family, we're talking about anxiety to action. Family, just type take action. Type take action. I got to take action over my mind. I got to take action over the words that I say. I got to take action over how I affirm myself. I got to take action where I breathe and believe. I got to take action when life seems to be a little bit too heavy and too hectic. I got to take some time to just say, I'm going to make it. I'm going to make it. I'm going to make this. It's going to happen. I'm going to breathe and believe. God did not bring me this far to only bring me this far. I've come this far by faith, and I know that I can go to a greater place. That's what it's about. I've come this far by faith, and I know that I can go to a greater place. Family, I want you to stick and stay. More's on the way. Breaking news. Got a special message in the midst of this special message. Yeah, I sure do. We got more anxiety to action on the way. I'm going to show you how to take it from being overwhelmed to where you can overcome. How to overcome what makes you overwhelmed. Stick and stay. More's on the way. After these messages, trust me, I will be right back. Our schools are underfunded, teachers are underpaid, and our children are undereducated. Our classrooms, culture, curriculum, and communities are in crisis like never before. Education is the key, but the lock is broken. So how do we fix it? I'm so glad that you asked. I'm giving you strategies in my new book. It's my 17th book, by the way, called Strategies for Successful Schools. How to develop a diverse classroom of learners who read, lead, and succeed. This is a book that's available right now for our educational leaders. It's a must-read for school board members, parents, community advocates, transformative teachers. But not only that, so many of our young people are struggling with their academics, their mental well-being, limiting beliefs, procrastination, interpersonal trauma, and just feeling like they're hopeless. But what if there was a go-to guide to empower you to be a champion? Here's the good news. I've got another book for you. It's my 18th one. Learners are leaders. Strategies and solutions for student success. It's got a 31-day journal in there. It's got affirmations, really a lot of valuable life lessons. ways to set smart goals for success, improve your mental well-being, foster academic success. So much more that is in store when you get not just one, but both of these books. They're both available right now on Amazon. But also, you can get signed copies that are available at theeaglesacademy.com/books. Don't just get them for you, but also get them for someone else too. Yes, y'all, and we don't stop. Come on, family, I need you to heed to these resources that you have heard. Let's get back to the word. Talking about anxiety to action. Yeah, how to overcome what makes you feel overwhelmed. And I want to share some strategies with you to move you from anxiety into action and how to make a difference in your life. Family, got to win the mental battle. Just type that. Type win. Type win. Type win. WIN. WHEN. Now. When you gonna win? Right now. I'm gonna show you how to do that. I want to share some strategies to move you from anxiety to action, to really from a place of negativity into a place of opportunity. One is this, what you got to do. You got to change your perspective. Just write that down. Change your perspective. Here's what I understand. When you change the way that you look at things, the things that you look at change. Let me say that twice because it's also nice. When you change the way that you look at things, the things that you look at change. Life is 10% what happens to you, 90% how you react to it. We've heard that, but here's my take on it. Yes, life is 10% what happens to you, 90% how you react to it, but 90% of the time we focus on the 10%, to where now the 10% becomes 100% of our lives. Are you hearing me? Let me take a sip so I don't slip. 90% of the time, we focus on the 10%, to where now the 10% becomes 100% of our lives. Your father not being there for your life, in your life, 10%. The divorce you experience, 10%. The abuse and the misuse of how people mishandled you, 10%. What people said about you, 10%. The mistakes you made, 10%. Here's the question. What will you do with the rest of the 90? I want to know. What will you do with the rest of the 90%? I got to focus on the result, not just the circumstance. I got to focus on what it is that I'm going to get, not what it is that I've lost. Because here it is. Nothing that you've gone through will be wasted. And hear me, a changed attitude leads to changed behavior. I got to change my attitude. I got to change my disposition. I got to change my behavior. Small efforts to change your thinking lead to small steps of change. Eventually that becomes big results. Those big results make your situation to a certain degree look unrecognizable, simply because you decided to grow through what you were going through. And here's the good thing about anxiety. You mean to tell me there's something good about anxiety? Yes, there is. The good thing about anxiety is that it makes us look around. The good thing about anxiety is that it makes us look within. The good thing about anxiety is that it causes us to take inventory of our lives to find solutions to the situations of what it is that we've experienced, so that we can take action. Family, type take action. Type take action. We're having a super conversation. I want you to take some action. Drop a super chat. Drop a super sticker. Courageous conversation. In the heat of the throes of what it is that's going on in this country, in these, here it is, yet to be United States of America, or here's what I like to, here's really what it is, United States of anxiety. Yeah. The USA. United States of anxiety. Not a United States of action, sadly, but it's been a United States of anxiety because so many people are frustrated. So many people are calling the hotlines because the lines of life have gotten hotter than most people can stand. Said post-pandemic, the hotlines to calls regarding depression and anxiety and the suicide hotlines have risen by 300%. People are dealing with a myriad of circumstance and situations, and those things are oftentimes making people sick simply because what's going on in here affects me everywhere below the neck. What's going on above the neck affects everywhere that I've experienced below the neck, and it becomes, here it is, psychosomatic. The effects of the mind and body connection. Heard somebody say a lot of the people who are in your emergency room or even just in the hospital room are not really sick. They're depressed. It's not really a physical thing. It's a mental thing. And oftentimes what you're experiencing mentally will keep you locked up. It'll keep you limping through life physically, simply because you're limping psychologically. I got to take action. I got to take action with the words that I say. I got to take action by taking authority. I got to take action by imbibing and internalizing what God's word said. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Not just a physical weapon, but even a psychological weapon. Because taking action moves you into power over what seeks to have power over you. Are you hearing me? Come on, family, just type, take back your power. Taking action moves you into a place to really move into a place of power, which empowers you to have power over what was trying to destroy you. But here's the thing. When you understand that you've taken action, what was meant to destroy you, you now flip the script into using it to develop you. That's right. Because now I've changed my perspective. I've changed my perception. And perspective is about seeing beyond what you see to transform your reality. Perspective is about seeing more than before. Perspective is about transforming your mindset, your vision, and moving you to another destination. Giving you just a couple of keys here, giving you a couple of keys, strategies to move you from anxiety and action to make a difference in your life. Why? Because I got to overcome what makes me feel overwhelmed. Number 2, self-care. Number 2, self-care. The power of self-care, here's what it does. It builds resilience. Come on, family, just type resilience. Type resilience. Here's what resilience gives you now. Resilience empowers you to bounce back. Type bounce back. Resilience. Bounce back. Last night took an L, but tonight I bounce back. Right? That's what Big Sean said. Resilience to bounce back from setbacks. Why? Because your test is a testimony. Your misery is ministry. Your mess is a message. Your stumbling block is a stepping stone. And what God will do is he'll use your setback as a setup for your greatest comeback. He'll use your tragedy as strategy. He'll flip your grief into grace. And here's what you have to do. You have to prioritize yourself above life's problems. You got to prioritize you. You got to put you on your calendar. You got to put you on your schedule, despite who don't like it at all. Yeah. I know they want to siphon your time. I know they want to siphon your energy. I know they want to pull from you. I know they want to drain you and sometimes even leech off of you. But here's what you got to do. You got to prioritize you. And here's how you prioritize you. With this one word, 2 letters. No. Come on, family, type no. No. No, I can't go. No, I won't be there. No, I can't come. No, I'm not going to be able to do that. No. Yeah, here's what you start doing. Start telling people no and see how they respond in your life. Because here's the thing. Some people will only be in your life based upon you telling them yes all the time. Yeah. Oh, they're real sweet when you tell them yes. They're real nice and chipper and just such a eager eagle when you tell them yes. But come on, tell them no. Just test it out. Tell them no. And see how they respond. Because that's really who they are. Yeah. Allow people not to get their way in your life and see how they respond. Just sit back. Let the chips fall where they may. And see who and how they really are, simply because you decided to prioritize you. And if people are upset about you prioritizing you, what does that say about them too? Oh, come on, family. Type prioritize you. Prioritize you. Prioritize you. You got to prioritize you. Because here's the thing. If you leave the job, they're gonna post your job for somebody else to fulfill it. Don't work out with the marriage. Don't work out in a divorce. Don't work out and ends in a divorce. Doesn't work out in a relationship. They'll find somebody else to date. Oh, folks will move on. Trust. But here's what you got to do. You got to prioritize you. Prioritize you with self-care. Prioritize you with counseling. Prioritize you with therapy. Prioritize yourself with getting proper rest. Prioritize you with turning your phone off and you just saying, listen, I'm taking some time for myself and I'm taking mental breaks. You got to do that because you can't pour from an empty cup. Why is therapy important? Because therapy, here's what it does. Therapy is not just something that's taboo. It's for me and you. It challenges you to examine the mental narratives that keep you in distress. Helps you to process your heavy emotions. Deconstruct negative narratives that are in your life. Really move you into a place where you're cultivating resiliency through the power of vulnerability. Because here's what we got to fight. We got to fight anxiety. How do we fight anxiety? We fight anxiety by getting enough sleep. We fight anxiety by eating healthy. How do you overcome what makes you feel overwhelmed? I'm giving you the tools. I'm giving you the strategies. You mean it's just this simple? Yes, it is. Getting enough sleep, developing a prayer life, study, reading of the Word of God, eating healthy, exercise, mindful breathing. Maybe you dancing through your house. Maybe you listening to some soothing music. What self-care strategies are you using? Maybe you're part of the nap ministry. Yeah, because you took about a 25-minute nap. Heard, according to NASA, said this, that taking a nap for maybe 23 to 26 minutes, a solid nap is about 23 to 26 minutes. Anything over that, not really that great for the body. Anything under that, too short. But they say 23 to 26 minutes can do wonders for your mental health, as well as your body, as well as your level of energy. Yeah, I need to subscribe to that a little bit more, if I can squeeze it into my day. Here's what we also got to do, especially with being mindful of our mind. We got to be mindful of media usage. Because sometimes scrolling on social media, looking at the breaking news, hearing all the turbulence and tribulation and negativity that's going on in your world, it boosts your stress level. Limit the time that you're watching TV. Limit the time that you're on your social media. Right? Because a lot of that feeds your fury and that feeds your frustration. Pick up a book. I urge you to pick up my books. Got 18 of them out there. Strategies for Successful Schools, Learners and Leaders. 2 of my new books right now. Right? Being a part of a cohort, an academy, a program like mine, theeaglesacademy.com. Go there. Mentorship, empowerment, being around other people, because community matters. Community helps you to handle the chaos through the power of connectivity. You got to look for sources of hope. You got to look for sources of encouragement. You got to listen. You got to read something that's going to empower you. You got to stay surrounded in an uplifting community like this one, this online community right here, in the mix community, where we mix it up. And of course, go ahead, get a badge. Become a part of our In the Mix community. And of course, my gift to you is to really give you some behind the scenes empowerment on really how to show you, shape you, and take you to a greater place in your life, to where, here's the thing, even when you feel overwhelmed, you're able to overcome. Why? Because I understand the power of my mind. Understand that my words create my world. What I speak into the atmosphere will appear. Death and life is in the power of your tongue. Your future, your funeral is on the tip of your tongue. Got to empower, got to speak life over your life. Got to declare that, listen, I'm overcoming this specific situation. I'm moving from anxiety to action. Each and every single day, in my words, in my deeds, and how I think about myself, and what I say to myself, and who I surround myself with, so that I can be an action-oriented person. Not so that I'm just talking about it, but that I can actually be about it. I want you to be empowered. I want you to be uplifted. I want you to be a giver. Hear me. A singer will always have songs. A writer will always have words. An author will always have books. A speaker will always have a message. And a giver will always have money. I want you to give. I want you to sow into this word that you've heard. Not as a debt that you owe, it is a seed that you sow. What we're doing within this space and place of broadening your horizon, your mindset, empowering you to be bigger, better, and brighter, you owe it to yourself to sow into your overcoming mindset. This is good ground right here. In the Mix is good ground. I want you to help us to broaden our broadcast. We want to take these words and this stream into more cities, into communities, into nations and neighborhoods. You can help us to do that. I would that you would sow, so that this program can continue to grow. How do you do that? All you have to do is just drop a super chat, a super sticker into the midst of the super conversation. You can give online as well through the mediums of Cash App, $ Access Identity, PayPal, Zelle, EddieConnorJr, Gmail. The links are in the description of this video. The links are in this live chat as well, in the chat and in the description of this video. Again, Cash App, $ Access Identity, PayPal, Zelle, EddieConnorJr at gmail.com. And of course, super chat, super sticker. I want to thank you for partnering with me, partnering with this In the Mix community and family by sowing, by becoming a member, by securing a badge, VIP Royalty OQP. I really want to thank you, simply because your gift of support helps us. And it's an encouragement to continue to go and grow to another level. Thank you again. Links in the chat, links in the description of this video for how and where to give. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Salute to you, and I appreciate you. If you're not a member of In the Mix, of course, go ahead and get a badge right now. If you're not a member of the Eagles Academy, go ahead and join us via the Eagles Academy. I'd love to see you in our community for our amazing sessions that we have. It's where I coach, I teach, I train. I go really, really deep into the topics of conversation regarding business, relationships, marketing, branding, developing who it is that you are interpersonally, your gifts, your leadership ability, your vision, your calling, the whole gamut. You owe it to you to be a part. TheEaglesAcademy.com, TheEaglesAcademy.com. When you get there, tap the Join Now button, fill out the form, be transformed in our live sessions with our amazing leaders that we have who are in our live sessions as well. Of course, I give you Eagles Nest reflection homework. I give you personalized feedback. You're part of our Facebook group, our private Facebook group, the coaching, teaching, training, mentoring that I do. You owe it to you, TheEaglesAcademy.com. Family, In the Mix is out of time. But y'all know I'm not out of truth, and so I want to thank you for rocking with me. I want to thank you for riding with me. I really want to thank you for rolling with me. Why? Because that's just how we roll. And we roll together each and every single weekday, Monday through Friday, for In the Mix. And we mix it up right here on the YouTube side, of course. I do want you to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Be sure to do that. But also, I got to give a sincere salute to all of you who are watching our sister satellite stations on social media. Thank you. Salute to you. I just got a question for you. Are you my friend? Are we locked in? Well, then step this way, step that way, step this way, step that way. Which way I'm talking about? By friending me, by following me. Right now, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, TikTok, and we don't stop at EddieConnorJr. Come on, family, put some respect on my name. EddieConnorJr. Y'all keep showing love. I'm going to keep showing up. And I'm personally inviting you. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Yes, you. To receive a word from me each and every single Sunday and Tuesday, as I am the pastor of the Remnant Worshipers Church. 10 a.m. on Sundays, 7 p.m. on Tuesdays with 6 p.m. prayer prior to Bible study at 7 p.m. I'm inviting you. A church alive is worth the flight or the drive. A church alive is where I empower you to thrive. Join us for worship and an amazing word at 20470 Hubble Street in the city of Detroit. I'll do my best to save you a seat. If I can help you, if I can serve you in any way, please reach out to me. Get any of my books on Amazon and the eaglesacademy.com/books. Get my books on Amazon. Of course, my latest 2 out of the 18 are Strategies for Successful Schools and Learners and Leaders. You can also get signed copies at the eaglesacademy.com/books. If you're looking for a dynamic speaker now, why would you look any further? Come on. You know I'm the man for the job. So invite me to speak at your church, your conference, your community center, your school, your graduation, your session. Let's make some progression. All you got to do is email me to invite me. info@EddieConnor.com. And be an honor for me to empower you. Yours truly, Dr. Eddie, your main man, 100 grand, your brother, and I mean that, from another mother. Family, it's been fun, but you know a brother got to run. So I want you to know it's been a privilege and a pleasure, a treat and a treasure, a joy. Yes, it has been beyond measure. But I want you, yes, you, I'm talking to you now, to remember to keep the faith and believe it's going to be bigger, better, brighter. Peace. You know, it's a whole lot of love. Keep soaring higher. Family, there is power in partnership, and we are better together, which is why I am on a mandated mission to activate 30, yes, 30 new action takers who are ready to soar beyond their limits. I'm ready to develop and deploy you into your gifts and your greatness. Now, are you ready? Well, get activated by joining the Eagles Academy, where we cultivate your gifts and your talents to become the greatest version of yourself. And we do this through weekly mastermind sessions where you receive strategies for exponential growth with self-paced Eagles Nest reflections that include personalized feedback to transform you, to renew your mindset, to empower you to take action and actualize your purpose. Are you an action taker? If so, today I ask you, are you ready to answer the call? Well, great. Then visit theeaglesacademy.com and become a member. For only $24.99, you will unlock unlimited knowledge and resources that will launch you and catapult you into the greatest version of yourself. I invite you to the winner's circle. On your mark, get set, go right now to theeaglesacademy.com and seize this moment.